why catch the elevator or the escalator when you can walk up the stairs? Here we go again, up the steps.
Por favor, permite espacio para los pasajeros que salen del tren.
Oh, we're finally in Atlanta. Okay, it's just after 11 p.m. Atlanta time, and Joe and I've calculated it's at least a 32-hour 9th of May that we've had today. Probably the longest 9th of May I've had in a very long time. We finally got off the international flight and been delayed in Houston and finally transferred to Atlanta. We're going to catch a train to our hotel and settle in for the night. It's good to be here. Okay, Charge, we're nearly there. All we gotta do is get to the hotel. And, oh yeah. We've ditched our bags that we sent our packs into the plane with, and we've now stuck our packs in our bags. It feels really good. I've got the phone around the wrong way, but never mind. This can just be a skinny update in the middle of a wide vlog. 11:57 p.m. on the world's longest 9th of May. We've caught the SkyTrain from the airport and we're just pulling up to our hotel in Atlanta. Definitely time for a cup of tea, and we'll work out how we're going to get out to Amicolola in the morning. Good morning, Charge.
G'day, Flash.
Good morning, Flash, and here we are in the Marriott Hotel in Atlanta, Georgia. Firstly, how was your flight?
Look, uneventful. We had to actually get out to the Auckland airport early because there was a massive storm, another storm hit New Zealand. So we had to get out there about 4 hours before our flight. We then had a 13-hour flight to Auckland to Houston, and then our flight from Houston to Atlanta was delayed by an hour and a half, so we had 3.5 hour wait. So what's that, 7.5 and 13 is 20.5 and is 22.5, about 23 hour of travelling. Got in here about midnight last night. And Flash, the next week.
Oh, Joe's got a plan.
Yep.
So I'm going to refer to today as to day 0.
Yes.
Because we really, truly hit the trail tomorrow, but your list looks quite long. What's the plan today? Oh, firstly, I need to say it's 8:30 a.m. on Wednesday, the 10th of May. Okay, so what's the plan?
Rightio. We're going to go grab some breakfast. I'm starving. And then we're going to get a ride, either the MARTA train or even an Uber to Sandy Springs, to the REA store. We need to get a lighter, gas bottle, need to get water, or water bottles, because we can't travel with those, and a few other little snacks and bits and pieces. Electrolytes, yep, that's about it. And from there then we'll arrange for a shuttle to come pick us up, and it'll take us to the Amicolola State Park. We'll go to the visitor centre, kind of like sign in, and then we'll walk up the part of the approach trail, in the sense we're booked into the lodge. So we'll get the stairs down. I think it's about 2.2 miles, and none of that counts on the trail. And then tomorrow we'll get up and I think we have 7 miles to the start of the Appalachian Trail on top of Springer Mountain.
And we've got to walk those 7 miles, don't
Got to
we?
walk those, and they don't count.
No.
And then we'll see how we're going, but we'll probably go through to Hawk Mountain, and which will be another, I think I worked that out, but another 8 miles. So we might do about 15 miles tomorrow, and just don't want to push it too hard, and go from there.
I'm looking out the window and it's hot, blue and sunny.
Well, we've got air conditioning on, so we don't know whether it's hot.
Well,
But it's clear sky, blue, sun's out, guns out. And
what's the forecast like for the next few days?
well, obviously, the weather's going to be different up in the mountains from here in Atlanta City. So we're actually going to have cooler nights. So for our Kiwi friends, actually, look, I've worked out a simple formula: Fahrenheit to Celsius. Not precise. Don't shoot me. Take the Fahrenheit number, subtract 30, divide by 2, and approximately that's your Celsius. So today's going to get up close to 80 Fahrenheit. So less 30 is 50, half is 25.
That's in the mountains though, because apparently it's going to be 30 degrees here in town.
Yeah. So it'll be about 25 up the hill. So overnight Celsius will be about 10. Thunderstorms in the afternoon, rain. So we'll be all tucked up in the hotel or the lodge tonight, and should be able to be set up camp at Hawk Mountain before 3 o'clock.
Awesome. Well, I'll finish my nasty hotel coffee, and
Nothing's nasty. We get to do this today, and aren't we lucky? And everything is better than looking at the lid.
it sure is. Thank you for those wise words of wisdom, Charge. Just waiting for our ride. We're heading to an REI, as Joe said, so we've had coffee. I had some extremely sweet yogurt. I need to remember that. Things are quite sweet. And Joe's had something involving ham and cheese, apparently. But we're ready to go. Just been to REI, which has to be one of my favourite stores. Outdoor store with all sorts of really cool stuff. And we bought a few snacks. Had really great chats with the local, the guys who work there. And he offered to ship all our stuff to our next destination so we can get all the food that we've bought in a bag and restock our packs. And it's not even stuff we bought at REI, but not only have they shipped it, they've paid for it. So the trail magic has started. Everyone is incredibly generous and friendly, and now it's time to buy a sandwich because it's all about the food. Okay, so as Joe said this morning, we've got ourselves to Amicolola State Park. We've checked in just to tell them who we are, given them a phone number and an estimated distance and the date that we figure we'll be off the trail. Next, we are just heading down to where we can start the approach trail. So these are something like, is it 9.5 miles that don't count, Joe? 9.4 miles that don't actually count to our Appalachian Trail tally, but the miles that we need to walk to get to the start of the trail. We are doing only a short part of that today, so we're doing a very beautiful walk up the stairs past the Amicolola Falls to our swanky digs for the night at the lodge. So We're here and I am really excited.
What are you doing, Flash?
I'm standing under the arch. Okay, so that's our 1.5 miles uphill, up some very steep stairs. Just commenting to Joe what a difference it makes having a pack on your back when you're going uphill. But this is our digs for the night, the Amicolola Lodge, or maybe Amicolola Falls Lodge, I'm not sure. Booked a room with a view, and we're going to book in to the restaurant and tuck in and get our last meal before we head to the woods for 3 days, maybe 4 days. So this is the Appalachian Trail, all the way up there. We started kinda up there somewhere last year, but we're starting all the way down here this year. So this is the stuff that we got from REI today. We mainly have a whole bunch of our own food that we bought from New Zealand, and the REI guys were very kindly have posted that forward for us. I mean, we didn't even buy it from REI, but they said they'd pay to send it to a hostel that we're going to stay in about 4 days' time. But we topped up with a few snacks, things like dried fruit. The stuff at REI is great because it hasn't got any added sugar. And we've got some more mango halves, again, no added sugar. These honey stingers are really good. And the waffles, you can stick peanut butter on them to make a really fantastic meal. And a couple more energy bars and some more electrolytes, one with caffeine and one without. And the all-important gas canister. So that means that we can heat our water up. The other obsession I've seemed to have acquired since I came back to the States is condiment packets. I got these from where we got a sandwich at lunchtime, but I also took Frank's hot sauce condiment packets and salt and pepper from the United Lounge yesterday. So I don't know where that came from, but sometimes it helps something that's not so appetizing go down. Just had a yummy dinner at the lodge. Surprisingly, it was a buffet. I think it's because it's a quiet time of the year. So it was us and a whole bunch of old people. But the great thing about a buffet is it made us have a huge pile of salad. I like having salad, but I was thinking burger and fries. Anyway, we both had enormous salads and some other stuff. It was delicious. But the highlight of dinner came at the end when our lovely waiter asked if there was anyone 62 and over who qualified for the senior discount. So I am happy to say that thanks to Charge, we got a senior discount on our dinner. And frankly, it was a bargain. And live entertainment.